Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm in Kilcommon Military Cemetery here in County Tipperary, and you'll have to excuse my voice. I have a bit of a hoarse voice today, but today I'm here to read a couple of old headstones here and see the family mausoleum of the Denny family. Now, the Denny family were very much associated with the famous Denny pies and the Denny sausages that you hear about today in all the local shops all over the country. But not only that, we have a man that's buried here with his wife who was closely associated with earls here in Cahir in County Tipperary, and he chose to be buried here with his wife in this cemetery rather than be buried in St. Paul's Church of Ireland Church in Cahir town. So we'll start here, guys, and we'll just read this little plaque here, and it says September 1949. This path was erected to the memory of Gerald H.M. Denny, Ford House, Dungarvan, County Waterford, by his loving wife Eleanor Florence Denny. So that's a memorial plaque there, and we'll just walk around to some lovely pathways here in this old cemetery, and we'll read a couple of the monuments. As you can see, all those beautiful yew trees lined up as you go in, and just to the left here as we enter the cemetery, we have this beautiful grave here with the crucifixion scene, and it says in loving memory of Frederick Clark, died 1927, his wife Harriet died in 1934, their daughter Lena Gray died 1966, and her husband Henry Gray died in 1979, and their children died in 1938 and 1943 there also. And somebody has left some stuff there left over from Christmas wreaths. Beautiful headstone for the Gray family. And we have some of these iron crosses here in the cemetery. And this one says, in loving memory of baby Freddie, only child of Corporal Clark, REA, died the 23rd of August 1902, aged only 15 months old. So baby Freddie is buried here. Beautiful little iron cross. So rest in peace, little baby Freddie. Looks like a work shed there, or a storage shed for the caretakers of the cemetery. And look at that scenery. We have all those beautiful mountains that surround the cemetery here, and those yew trees that I was talking about. So here we have sacred to the memory of Francis Watson, I think that could be, Sergeant 21st Hussars, who died at Cahir on the 3rd of March 1885, aged 45 years old. This stone was erected by warrant officers, staff sergeants and sergeants of the 21st Hussars in affectionate remembrance of an old comrade who died in the regiment after faithfully serving his country for 27 years. Beautiful writing on that inscription. Francis Watson, a sergeant. Wow. And a lovely inscription from his regiment and thanking him for his service of 27 years. In memory of Eliza Hannay, the beloved wife of Sergeant Farrer Hannay, 18 Hussars, who departed this life on the 20th day of June 1887, aged 41 years old. So we have more sergeants there. Some military headstones, and we also have, as I was explaining there at the start of the video, we also have that mausoleum of the Denny family, and we'll be having a look at that mausoleum. Now just over here we have 4 more headstones here, military headstones, so we'll read these. T. Craig, Royal Field Artillery, 2nd of January 1915. A. E. Smith, Royal Field Artillery, 11th of January 1915. And we have 2 more just here. We have E. Wilson, 20th of June 1915, and it says driver on the top. So they all had a part to play in the military service. B.C. Shreve, Royal Field Artillery, 9th of February 1920. So I'm going to go back over this way, guys, and read some more headstones in Kilcommon Military Cemetery, and it's just outside Cahir in County Tipperary, and it's a beautiful cemetery. We can see an absolute stunning one here of an angel. And the name on this one, I think, is Francis, in beloved memory, to the beloved memory of Francis Hibbert Wise, who died on June 1915, it looks like there, age 49 years old. But what a beautiful statue here of an angel pointing up towards heaven. I'll zoom in and show you a bit closer. Stunning grave. So we will get to that mausoleum just there, is the Denny family. But first of all, we'll read some more before we go over there. Here we have Gilbert Norman Potter, dearly loved, killed in Ireland, April the 27th, 1921, age 42 years old. And just down here we see Gilbert Charles Potter, 1916 to 1975. And I actually forgot to say when I was reading the last headstones there, the military ones, thank you for your service. So I apologise if I forgot to say that. Thank you very much for your service. So here we have another headstone of Christopher Davis, Head Constable, Royal Irish Constabulary, killed in Tipperary on the 3rd of March 1922. His son William Albert lost at sea in April 1942, aged 28. His wife Alice Jane died the 23rd of May 1966, aged 83 years old. Wow. So we have a head constable here, Christopher Davis, and his son William was lost at sea in 1942. Now I do believe that the mausoleum, from talking to somebody local, the mausoleum here of the Denny family was vandalised, I think, sometime. I'm not sure what year it was vandalised, but it was vandalised, and the coffins were peeled back, the lead coffins. So on closer inspection there today, when I was looking at it, it does look like there's a padlock on it now, and it's been locked up, thankfully, so nobody can actually disturb that anymore. Beautiful headstone here we have, in fond and loving remembrance of Charlotte F. Bell, who died on the 10th of February 1955, and James R. Bell died January the 10th, 1956, and their son James R. Bell died October the 12th, 1981. So we have a couple of graves there with the family name Bell on them. So it's a large cemetery, large enough. Couple of headstones here. We have some new ones in there as well. But I think mostly the military ones are on the other side, just over there where I came in. Now we have a grave here, Charteris, to the sacred memory of Muriel Pamela Charteris, who was born in 1865 and died the 6th of June 1932, aged 66 years old. And we have that beautiful stone design on it there on top of the grave. And then the other side we have to the sacred memory of Lieutenant Colonel Richard Butler Charteris. Now these butlers that you see here, the family name, would be the same butlers who are connected here to Cahir Castle in Cahir town. And there's a mausoleum in there, or a vault in Cahir town in St. Paul's Church of Ireland Church that's connected to these names. So Lieutenant Colonel Richard Butler Charteris had a very close connection here with the family of the famous butlers from nearby Cahir Castle in Cahir town. Richard chose to be buried here at the military cemetery, right beside his wife Pamela. He was the last person to die in a family line that lasted more than 600 years, and the rest of his family are buried in St. Paul's Church in Cahir town, and I'll be doing a video on that separately. So we'll go down, guys. We'll have a closer look now, I think, at one or two here before we go down to the mausoleum of the Denny family. And here's an oblast style headstone, and it says, in loving memory of William Cox, aged 28, Daniel J. Murphy, aged 21, so we'll go down, guys, and we'll look at this Mausoleum. So that's the family vault there of the Denny family. So as you can see, I was talking about, there is a padlock put on the door from vandalism that happened here. And the plaque on the wall here reads, "To the glory of God and in memory of Ellen Jane Denny, born 18th November 1856 and passed away in 1934. And just around here we'll see more plaques. Glory of God and the memory of Charles Edward Denny. And that's the famous name I was speaking about, Denny. The famous Denny pies, sausages, and the food business. Born the 27th of March 1849 and died the 29th of August 1927. And here we have "To the glory of God in memory of Eleanor Florence Denny, Dungarvan, County Waterford, beloved wife of Gerald Denny, who was born on the 8th of August 1915 and died the 30th of July 1996. So Gerald Denny, I think, was the last surviving person at the time. In 1996 he passed away. And here we have Gerald Henry Maynard Denny, Dungarvan, Waterford, son of Mr. and Mrs. C.E. Denny, who was born in November 1887 and died the 21st of May 1949. And just here then we have a plaque on the wall, and there's no inscription on this plaque. And you can just see the other two plaques there have inscriptions. So I'm just wondering, would this plaque be here like it was made for somebody to be interred here? So why this plaque here is left blank, I don't know. I'd like to know your comments or your opinions on that. If you want to comment underneath the video, maybe someone has an idea. Well, that's the family vault and mausoleum there of the Dennys. So it's just tucked away in the corner of the cemetery here down at the end. And I'll give you a better look at it there. As you can see, that door was probably, you know, it was in worse condition, I'd imagine, that door, so they put a padlock on it and fixed it up as good as they can. But from speaking to somebody local, he did tell me that it was vandalised, and coffins were vandalised inside in the Denny family vault there. And just at the back of it here, you can see the old railing left there. So whether that was part of the mausoleum here, I'm not sure. And it's all rusted and kind of rotted away now. So guys, I think that's it for the video. I just wanted to show you the final resting place of the famous Denny family here in Kilcommon Cemetery here outside Cahir in County Tipperary. And what a beautiful cemetery it is, reading some of those inscriptions on those war headstones from the military and the Denny family and the connection to butlers and, you know, Cahir Castle here. So a lot of history around the area here in Tipperary, and a beautiful cemetery. So for me here, in Kilcommon Cemetery, military cemetery here in Clare, County Tipperary, as the rain starts to come down. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. It lets you know when I upload another interesting video and find here in beautiful Ireland. So from me here, Grave Visitations, take care, God bless, and I'll talk to you all soon with that beautiful rainbow in the background.